Here with us, we got Jimbly and AFiestyTaquito coming up. Jimbly, DFW hometown, here to defend. And then we got Taquito, an RLCS commentator, hanging out with us tonight. Got a little salute. That's clean. That's aura right there.
Oh, that's definitely got aura. It was so fun playing with them. I love playing with commentators who just yapping the entire set. Like,
yeah, no, we don't shut up.
Yeah,
we can't do it.
It was a good time. Etalus has been doing pretty well today. Obviously, Chumpkin making hell of a run.
Absolutely.
So we saw him deal with Fox earlier. So let's see if the Etalus luck can continue. However, against Rano in particular, though, might be a bit difficult. If Rano gets that one opportunity off stage, back air, man, it's hard to make it back as Etalus,
Absolutely.
right?
That edge guarding is so hard to deal with, especially someone like Etalus, who is so reliant on their recovery and has such a predictable one, right? I mean, the ledge drop back air, ledge drop nair, the up B, it's all very difficult to deal with. However, Jimbly's last match was against Snoopy, a very good Rano from here in Fort Worth, or DFW rather, excuse me. And Jimbly did win, so we'll see if he can keep that going.
Yeah, I think he's actually one of the few characters in the game that can reliably edgeguard Rano with the combination of Dare, Icicles coming at you. It can even interfere with bubbles before you can set it up. So normally Rano, very hard to challenge. Etalus definitely has the tools. We see here the jab block with the down air. When this character hits you, it feels so bad, man. It reminds me, as an old player, reminds me of getting hit by Kazi. It's just like, you're hoping they mess up because you just might be dead after one shot. So
it can feel like that sometimes. It definitely can. But Taquito's not going down without a fight. I mean, we're coming right in, looking for the forward strong. He's not quite going to find anything. There's the fadeaway fair. That's the Jimbly, they call it.
I love that.
They, I mean me.
Yeah, that movement there, just kind of bait out the option from the Rano and then whip punch there was excellent. You need good movement as Etalus. You're so massive. You take advantage of all the dash attack bonus with the sliding, and we could see that. I mean,
yeah, Jimbly's very good at that. Like, very, very good at that. And that's what I love about the fadeaway fair he likes to whip out, because even if he does mess up the fadeaway itself, that's got armor, that one-hit armor right there, but it does not matter. Taquito ready with the down strong, going to take that first stock, but 101%. Not going to be too hard for Jimbly to claw his way back into an even stock setup. The question is Taquito going to give him a way to do it?
He's got poison set up now. He might be looking for Tongue to just get that extra damage, get the bubble going, but he's just good with the jabs here. The juggles right now. It's really hard for Jimbly to just get it with the force of the fair. And now he gets that armor. I'm hoping just not to go off stage, and if he does, he'll have a backup plan at least. But right now, Feisty, okay, going to get that Tongue though. Yeah, that move, insane lag. Has great reward, but also if you miss it, you're in trouble.
You're in a lot of trouble, yeah. I mean, there's a whole lot you can do by sticking your opponent in the bubble. I guess we're just using the armor on the forward strong projectiles.
Not even know the interaction was possible.
It is, yeah. Hilarious. So Etalus with his neutral B, of course, can use it on ice to gain armor, which makes him the heaviest character in the game by far, and it does a lot of things. But what we saw right there is it gives him armor, and projectiles on his forward strong.
Yeah.
But Taquito's got a forward strong of his own to answer with that, and it's not looking too hot for Jimbly right now.
Yeah, I love the spacing there, knowing that you have the invincible aerial off ledge. So how am I going to beat this? I'm just going to space right beside it and get the X match. So that was just excellent. But here it goes, that Etalus edge guarding. But you're unable to get that up air in the right moments, though.
Just not quite there. Taquito was ready and got out of there before it looked too bad. But here come the up airs, here come the dash attacks. There's another one. Looking for the forward air, but he doesn't quite find it. Nothing off the down strong. Jimbly barely making his way onto ledge in time. Trying to find the up air option, but it's not there.
The down smash is doing such good work against the Etalus, but he gets the parry. He barely gets the wall there. If he didn't get that wall, he was dead from that landing lag.
Definitely gone, but here we go. There's the back air. This is a rough spot to be in if you're Taquito, and the Ledgehog is going to do it. Jimbly not looking too bad. 77% is definitely, you can come back from that. But we'll see if Taquito can cement that win here in this game one.
No, if you're sharing stocks with Etalus 1-on-1, you don't have a lead. This character, like we mentioned, so dangerous, but you have no jump here. So you're going to have to go to the wall barely, but unfortunately, you just cannot make it.
That is the downside of the Etalus recovery. You go pretty far upwards, but if you're out of your double jump, if you're out of your air dodge, you kind of just fall. You fall, you die, and that's why you have to be so careful with your resources off stage, which is part of what makes this matchup specifically so precarious, right? Because Rano is so good about robbing you of those.
Correct.
He doesn't have to go that far out there. He has the needles. There's a lot of ways.
And you kind of have to pick your poison, right? Because you either go directly up, you have to deal with the down smash, the down tilt, interfering with ledge, and if you go, to the side or try to go from far out, then you're so vulnerable to that forward air or wherever else he kicks up. And that down air safe on shield against a heavy body, you just get hit so hard. And we're going to tell 67 to begin this. Another down smash. And once again, you're in disadvantage. You're in the cycle as Etalus. How do you get out?
How do you get out? Now, Jimbly does manage to find his way back onto ledge. Here's the dash attack. Here come the icicles.
Oh, no.
Great down air.
Oh, the down tilt does not finish, though, but you land on stage. There's an opportunity for Jimbly here. Oh, but the F-Strong has been so reliable.
Letting it rip, man. Just the F-Strong in neutral.
Yep.
Great DI on the downswing there, but Jimbly does not have his double jump. Using that fair armor, but it does let it rip a little late, unfortunately.
Yeah, and once you're under pressure like that, you only can make a few decisions, and so far, I mean,
it's scary. Taquito has got the punish on lock. I mean, this is a little rough for Jimbly. He is just barely missing a lot of the timing on some of these moves, right? It could be nerves, it could be something else. But the Ledgehog not quite going to do it. Taquito finds his way back onto stage. Jimbly is looking for this kill, 114%. A forwarder would absolutely do it, but the question is, can you find it? Great tech from Taquito.
The defense from Taquito has been amazing. He's always teched in the right spot. He's taking all these stage spikes. He's making it so hard for Jimbly to close out these stocks at 130. Even living this long against Etalus is very, very impressive.
That's an achievement right there. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Jimbly trying to come back on stage with the forwarder, but he doesn't quite find it.
Another down try. It's just been the bane.
It has. It's been really rough. And no double jump, no air dodge. You're stuck out there, man.
We saw Chumpkin how explosive Etalus can be in advantage. We're kind of seeing the downside of that in this set, the double-edged sword, if you will, of Etalus. But
absolutely.
We'll see if Jimbly can get some momentum right here. Goes right to ledge, trying to find some protection, but Feisty once again on the hunt. These juggles have just been so hard here, and out of shield. You can't beat this character out of shield. It's just so impressive.
Absolutely not. Rano, some of the fastest options in the game. You know, you have that down air to compete with. You have the jab, something we saw a lot of in your set with Taquito. How willing he is to let the jab rip, especially that rapid jab, right? Very, very difficult to deal with when you're stuck in shield on any character, but especially somebody like Etalus who just does not have a good out of shield option. We have Nair, but it's very slow. It's negatively disjointed, but oh my goodness, there's the up air. And that is going to make that next stock. Jimbly is still in this. It's looking a little rough at 50%. Like you said earlier, being even on stocks with Etalus, you're not looking too hot. You don't want to be there because he will drag you down into the blast on himself. But there's the down strong.
Yeah, I think Jimbly needs to start working a little bit away from the stage a bit more because he's always trying to get these quick upbees past the ledge. And Taquito's just ready every time with the down strong.
He is.
And it's just putting you in such a bad spot, right? And, I love the down B there. Quick fall, get out of the aerial situation.
We're seeing that adaptation from Jimbly right now. He's trying to conserve his resources so that when he inevitably gets hit with that down strong, right, he has his double jump to make it back onto stage. And it's helped him twice now. It's working out very well. He's not just kind of falling off stage anymore, but the question is, does he win on stage? How much harder is this now if you take the Etalus off stage out of the question? And right now, it seems to be going pretty well for him.
Yeah, well, you're kind of out of confirm range, right? This is kind of where you want to be as a heavy, but you have that raw forward air. It's going to kill off the other side.
The other side with a reverse hitbox. Leaving AFiestyTaquito up 2-0 versus Jimbly right now.
Yeah. I saw Jimbly gaining some momentum, though. I think he's starting to figure out these offstage sequences a little bit better, starting to take advantage. But once again, it's just so hard with Rano. We haven't seen the bubble much, but he's been so good at just either teching the stage, like I said, his defense, just not allowing Etalus to play their game.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's what, I mean, I say it all the time, right? But that's what matters more than anything else in these types of games. Fighting games as a whole, but especially something like Rivals of Aether 2, what makes a good player good is how quick they're able to adapt to their opponent's plans. Notice what they're doing, figure out how to punish it, and do that. And there's Jimbly executing exactly what that means, right? Finding the first opening he could and getting in there with a kill move. And this is a huge lead right now. A great spot to be in, and we just need to see if he can, A, keep that up, or if Taquito can bring that back himself. Yeah. Here come the up airs.
Yeah, a lot of momentum right now for Jimbly, using that movement, using the ice. But here we go. We have that Rano ledge pressure coming out, that downer. But he's got downer of his own and almost got the ledge situation there. But good shot from Jimbly. So much pressure with those icicle twos on that platform. You are not safe, and with the dash attack. But we got
back off stage.
We're back where we were before.
The icicles, but getting hit while the icicles are out, of course, is going to dissipate them, which is working very well for Taquito right now, using those needles. Great punish from Jimbly on the jab, and the uppy spike is going to do it. Now this is a reverse of game one. Now Jimbly up 3 stock for game 2. Excuse me. There's the up air, not quite going to do it.
I thought we were going to see a 0 to death there from the reversal.
It would have been beautiful. It would have been beautiful, but we're back off stage with no resources. Jimbly just down being right into the blast zone, but that's okay. You're a stock up, you know.
Oh, the tongue
There's
there.
the tongue.
Yeah, it's so hard to deal with that exact situation. He's just such good range on that.
It is,
but only 18% is pretty solid as an Etalus punish. And now you have the off stage, no jump, learn the early up B, not to get yourself out of there. But now we've seen this story again and again here. You're going to catch that with the forward air. How do you land right now? The forward air is his choice, but love the spacing there to avoid the down smash that time.
Very nice, very nice. Jimbly does manage to find his way back on stage. I mean, I think we were all on the edge of our seats there, right? But he makes his way back, and we got the dash attacks coming up, but there's no ice on stage. The pressure from Taquito on stage has been so good, because Etalus obviously, like everybody else in this game, wants to play into his gimmick. He wants his resource. He wants that ice on stage. But oh my goodness, Taquito going deep with the forward air, going to take that next stock. And here we are in last stock. We might be looking at a reverse 3-stock for Taquito right now.
I love that adaptation, knowing, okay, he's scared of the down smash. I'm going to upbeat from that length, just get the quick fair intercept him before he can do anything. With a bair, that's it, I think.
Forward air, that's going to do it. Nice. Jimbly finally on the board. And that's exciting. That's very exciting. I was a little worried. Jimbly, that's the homie. You know, he and I, we've been showing up to these for forever, and I didn't want to see him get 3-0'd, but who knows? I mean, a lot of things could happen here. We got just about every starter stage. Now, Jimbly is a big proprietor that Ethereum Forest is Etalus's best stage.
Yeah.
Because as we said before in the Chumpkin Simon matchup, if you were watching then, this is the smallest stage in the game. Excuse me. And Etalus's burst range at this point, with or without ice, is just the entire stage. And so if you're fighting him here, what the hell do you do? Because he can do whatever he wants, exactly like this. He can weave in and out of your own burst range all the time.
Yeah, but I think the reason that Taquito chose to go here is if you get that Rano confirmed 80-90%, that forward air is blowing you up, right?
Absolutely. Second smallest side blast zones in the game, and that's what we're going to see right here. 98% is really only going to take about one
parry here, but it's not quick enough. Gets the parry, but he doesn't act out of it, interestingly enough.
Very, very nice air dodge from Jimbly to find his way onto ledge.
Okay, yeah, forward
air. Great forward air armor. Great use.
And that's so tilting to get hit by. You get hit by the tongue, and it's a true combo on the upbeat. You just got to take the poison.
You just got to eat that, and it doesn't feel good.
No, it does not. But we're at this point. If we can get a down throw from or an F smash,
or we just let the F strong rip. I mean, that's just how it is sometimes, right? We were calling that the Taquito earlier today.
He loves that move for sure.
He does. He lets it rip, right?
My
and
God.
there's the up airs.
Yeah. Remember they made that move so there was no weak spot? What a decision by the devs.
What a decision by the devs. Thankfully, it does have a sour spot now. But man, that wouldn't have been fun.
The air dodge.
The F strong, you can't hold in on that down throw.
No, you can't hold in. You can't be air dodging the ledge. Rano has so many ways to just intercept that.
He does.
Let's help the forward air. I like that pressure right now from Jimbly, but we're going to need a conversion. And
what is the forward air?
Spacing outside of that upbeat.
Absolutely.
What a good job there.
Great spacing, great punish, great timing for Jimbly.
We
got the armor online. There's the dash attack into the down air, and the damage is piling up. There's the back air, looking for another one, but it doesn't quite find it.
Random side comment: the armor on the robot skin looks so awesome.
So cool, man! I love these mecha skins.
Okay.
Just an obvious labor of love. Jimbly looking for the uppy spike, but he's not quite gonna find it. There's the last of the down air. Nice back air. Opting to just back off after the needle.
Why not?
The forward air.
You have that massive forward air. Don't overextend. Just
let it rip, man.
Good job from Jimbly here, bringing this back. And with one Etalus hit, you can really cement this lead. But now you're in a terrible spot as you usually are. But the back air reversal gets you out of that spot. You have center stage, and you have this down air chase right now. You're looking pretty good as Jimbly. But once again, the Taquito coming in clutch.
The Taquito coming in clutch. That raw F strong in neutral. It's rough to deal with, man. Rano covers a lot of space with it.
Yeah, it's like that Mario F smash, right? You just pull back to just whiff punish any obvious attempt there. So love that Taquito there.
Absolutely. So we're tied up. Last stock situation here. Game 4. Jimbly looking for these forward airs. I like that, just dashing straight through. There's the up air.
You're gone!
Nope, Taquito, you don't make it back from that. Very, very nice edge guard from Jimbly, making us 2-2. Now this is our very first Game 5 of the night on stream here at Icebox number 9, and I couldn't be happier to be here for it.
Yeah. Because you have a lot of options as Rano off stage, but when you're put in that up air angle, you can't use bubble or you're going to drop to the ground. So you're basically out of options, right? So
Jimbly, Taquito opting to run the map
back.
Is crazy. I love to see it. Now, not only is this the first Game 5 of the night so far, it is also, if Jimbly wins, would be a reverse 3-0.
Right. I love scrapping, bro. Let's go to Forest. Throw hands here.
We're throwing hands, absolutely. Here come the nairs. Not quite going to find anything, but Taquito letting the shield down just a little too early. There's the down air. Jimbly is locked in, and the ledge. There's that first stock. That's what I'm talking about, baby. He says, I'm in your head. Jimbly is adapting, just like I said before.
He's heating up. That momentum with Etalus, once you get your combos, once you get your extensions, you just
feel good.
It's just, what do you do, right?
Yeah. No, it doesn't feel good to be on the receiving end of that.
And these down strongs that were falling earlier, they're just not seeming. I think Jimbly's just doing a good job of reacting there or just adapting to those down smash timings. And we're going to need an explosive play, but right now, Jimbly's a train right now. How do you stop him? He's back at his forward airs, and the Taquito not working out either.
It's rough. It's looking very rough for Taquito here. I mean, the momentum, just like you said, it's so bad against Etalus.
Bro, you're
really an air dodge from Taquito to get out of the upbeat spike, but ultimately, when you're that far down, sometimes you just got to eat it.
That's why
you send off stage. No double jump, barely doesn't make it back to the wall, but here we go. I mean, a full stock up, right? This is scary. This isn't where you want to be if you're Taquito, especially after having been up a 2-0 earlier. There's the up air. Looking for the back air, he doesn't quite find it.
All right, this is great momentum though from Taquito here, just keeping Etalus in the corner. He's doing the first 2 games, and he's got a great sequence right now. If we can just keep this going a little bit longer, doesn't get hit by the forward air. Oh, and I love the air dodge fake out, but you're still going to get hit by that down strong. You just can't get out of jail right now.
No, you cannot, but we're back onto the wall. I mean, that's Etalus, but nope, Jimbly does not find his way back a second time to the ledge, unfortunately. So here we are, last stop.
Don't die like that! Oh, please, for the love of God. This set has been too hype to end like that.
It almost happened, but here we are, last stock, game 5. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to see what happens. Right now, Taquito's looking really good with these up airs. Jimbly having a hard time coming back down, but the falling bear is going to do it.
We have the ice on the field no longer, but like I said, we just win one backer from Etalus. The forward air spacing. Good defense for Taquito, though. Not getting hit by anything significant, so he's just holding center stage. And if he just gets that one edge guard sequence, likely saw that stock too, it could be over for Jimbly. Tech chase here. He barely missed it. Both players are scrambling right now.
They are scrambling. They're looking for a way in, a way out of each other's pressure, right? I mean, this is terrifying. You don't want to be here. You cannot let your nerves get the better of you, but there's the up air into the forward air, and we're back. Etalus in the corner.
Oh, what a reversal there to get out of that spot. It maybe could have been off there. There off the Dacus. No, not going to do it, though.
Not quite going to do it, but 102%. A lot of things will. Very, very nice side B stall from Taquito.
God, both players playing so patient. They don't want to overextend. That's not going to kill at this stage. But still, we have a juggle. We have a lead situation. You're just going off stage if you're feisty right now. What? The jab block?
Jab blocks, the down strong, not quite going to do it. 132% though. Where's the forward air? Where's the forward air? Where's the forward strong?
Both characters want their forward airs. That's going to be their win condition.
Tech chase! No tech chase.
Falls off the ledge.
Slide off from Jimbly.
He's going for it all.
There it is.
What a wall jump. He chokes the ledge landing.
Great recovery from Taquito. The nair, not quite going to do it, but we burnt the double jump trying to get back over here. No Taquito.
Oh, that's it.
Oh my goodness, the pop off.
What a set.
Oh, and the hug. That was brilliant. Jimbly unfortunately getting sent out. Taquito, I don't know.